What's up? Here for my 2007-2008 Eastern Conference picks in the NBA. First place in the Atlantic Division, I have the Boston Celtics. They're going to go 52-30 this year. With KG and Paul Pierce and Ray Allen, this team's going to do a lot of damage in the Eastern Conference. But, I don't think that they're ready to be the best team in the conference quite yet. I think they need a little bit of time to play together as teammates. And, if it weren't for Danny Ainge making these big moves, Doc Rivers might have been out of a job. So, I guess you could say he got lucky there. But, I like this team to win 52 games. Second place, I have the New Jersey Nets at 50-32. Bringing back Vince Carter is big. With teaming up with Jason Kidd, that's huge. Third place, I have last year's division champions, the Toronto Raptors. With Sam Mitchell coming back as Coach of the Year, that's big. But I don't think this team has enough weapons to beat teams like New Jersey and Boston. Fourth place, I have the Philadelphia 76ers at 35-47. I like Mo Cheeks as the head coach a lot. Andre Iguodala, hopefully he can step up with guys like Samuel Dalembert, and they'll get a couple W's. And last place in the Atlantic, I have the New York Knicks at 30-52. This Knicks team, I'm not too crazy about this year. Bringing in Zach Randolph, it's not a great move, but I'm not a huge fan of Isaiah Thomas either. So 30-52 for this team. In the Central, first place, the Chicago Bulls at 55-27. This is a very, very competitive division. I have the Bulls winning it. They have guys like Ben Wallace and Kirk Heinrich, Ben Gordon. Even on the bench, guys like Nucioni will probably be on the bench. Tyrese Thomas, Thabo Cephalosha, and the new rookie coming in, Joakim Noah. Second place, I have the Detroit Pistons at 52-30. This team has been dominant in the Central the past few years, but it's the Bulls' time now. And third place, the team that didn't win the Central, but they ended up going to the finals and representing the Eastern Conference, was the Cleveland Cavaliers. I have them going 46-36. They're going to be one of my bigger disappointments of the year. LeBron really needs somebody else in there to play with him. A guy like, Jermaine O'Neal, Rashard Lewis, somebody like that to come in that could have, one of the players that was available in the offseason to come in and help him push Cleveland up to that next tier. They did make the finals, but it was basically just LeBron James' team, with Larry Hughes a little bit also. Fourth place, I have the Milwaukee Bucks at 37-45. Andrew Bogut, Ejian Lian, and Michael Redd will be a good trio of the future, but they need a couple years to develop. Michael Redd, very good player, but with two young guys, it'll take him a couple years. And in fifth place, I have the Indiana Pacers at 35-47. I'm not really sure if Jermaine O'Neal wants to be in Indiana, so that's going to be tough to see how that pans out for them. They don't have a whole lot going on there in Indiana. I'm not a big fan of this team this year, 35 wins. And over in the Southeast, another very, very talented division. First place, I have the Miami Heat going 51-31. If they can keep Dwayne Wade healthy all year with Shaquille O'Neal, this team looks very good. And just today, yesterday, they traded Antoine Walker, bringing in Ricky Davis, and I believe one other player. But I like that trade a lot. I'm a big fan of Davis, not a huge fan of Antoine Walker. Second place, I have the Washington Wizards at 46-36. The Hibachi didn't get to play in the postseason last year. He's going to come back, and they're going to look good. 46 wins. Third place, I had the Orlando Magic. They just spent big bucks on former Seattle Supersonic Rashard Lewis. I was sad to see Rashard go, but I don't think he's going to help Orlando too much this year. 43-39 with Dwight Howard, Jameer Nelson, and Rashard. Fourth place in the Southeast, I have the Charlotte Bobcats at 34-48. And I think that trading for Jason Richardson is going to help them a lot. Bringing in Richardson, and they're going to have Gerald Wallace. They might actually compete a little bit this year. But for the future, trading Brandon Wright, that's too bad for that. He's going to be a good young player. And fifth place in the Atlantic, 32-50, I have the Atlanta Hawks. With Joe Johnson and Josh Smith, they really need to start winning more ball games, or they're going to be looking at trouble in Atlanta. This year's not going to be their year, though. Those are my Eastern Conference picks, and we'll see you soon.